First up at UFC Vegas 81, we have Ashley Yoder taking on Emily Ducote. Ashley Yoder 8-8 overall, 1-4 in her last 5, coming off a 2-year break. She's taking on Emily Ducote, 14-8 overall, 3-2 in her last 5, and she's coming off back-to-back decision losses. And this fight is actually going to be more competitive than these odds imply, and they did collapse a bit. Emily Ducote opening up in a minus 600 favorite. Now, still a pretty big favorite, but only minus 280. But the reality is, Ashley Yoder's pretty solid. She is coming off that 2-year layaway. She had a couple of small injuries, and she did chase some reality show dreams. I don't know what the reality show is, but my research says she was out doing a reality show, so that's what it was. She has a interesting style because she's very tough. She does have some skills, but she's not dangerous at all. She's long. She uses a jab. She's going to try to keep range. And when she closes that distance, will try to work in some takedowns and stay busy. Not dangerous. If you take her down, she will tend to accept bottom, but you can absolutely count on her to just stay crazy tough and fight her heart out to try to get that win. An over 2.5, any fight that Ashley Yoder's in is a pretty solid bet. She's taking on Emily Ducote. She is the former Invicta champion of the world. She has got slick counter-striking, legitimate power in her hands, very good wrestling defense. She's durable. She's accurate. She throws straight punches really well. She'll come right down the middle. She won her first fight in the UFC, and then they just kind of threw her to the wolves. She lost to Angela Hill, who's not the greatest, but experience level, you're not going to get somebody with more experience in that division for the most part. And then Lupi Godinez, who we know is, when she wants to be, is incredibly good. But the reality is that Emily Ducote is tough. She's going to stay active, and she's better than her UFC record as well. So we have two women who, I mean, they did juice the line on Emily, but I still don't think she gets appreciated for how good she is. Ashley Yoder certainly is not getting appreciated for how good she is, especially with these odds, and the layoff doesn't help her. But the reality is, I do think Emily's going to win this fight. I think she's going to come forward. I think she'll stay in her face. I think she's going to fight this fight a little more aggressively than she's fought some other ones because she knows Ashley isn't necessarily dangerous. But Ashley Yoder could beat Emily Ducote the exact same way Angela Hill did. But Emily's still the pick, but I'm not going to touch the minus 280 money line. What do you think, Jakey boy?
Yeah, let me first off prelude this. Prelude it? Prelude it?
Pray.
Is it prelude it?
Well, now you've said it 11 times, so I have no idea.
I think it's prelude. I'm going to prelude this by saying I tried to warn everyone last week about Vanessa Demopoulos. I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, blah, 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 that was a Robbie or whatever. But there was one person there to fight in that fight, to actually fight. That was Vanessa Demopoulos. The other girl was there just to kind of get a takedown, just to kind of control the position. And I've been telling everyone for months and months, if you guys watch the live streams, by the way, the live streams are back this Saturday. Also tomorrow, I will be live for the Contender Series as well. So a lot of live streams this week. Really excited to get back. But I've been telling everyone for a long time that the Vegas judges absolutely hate when you don't do anything. You just control positions. That's what happened in that fight with Vanessa Demopoulos. She was very active in the bottom. I kind of see the same thing could happen in this fight. Now, Emily is much different than, was it Kanako? Something like that. She is much different because she is going to be more active in the striking. If she goes to the ground, she probably is going to be more active. But Ashley is one of those girls that is nonstop. I mean, even in the striking, she's not going to be the better striker here, but she's a long, rangy striker. And if you're just watching this fight and you're a judge, remember the judges are fucking stupid. When you're watching two strikers strike and you see Emily, and Emily's nice and tight, bop, 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 and it is very just pitter-patter, pop, 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 nice and tight, 3 or 4 punch combinations. But then you see Ashley and the way that she strikes, and it is long, it is rangy, it is lungy, and when she lands heavy. On the ground, she is the one, even off her back, is going to be working for submissions, working triangles, working armballs. She is going to be working very hard in these positions. I could see the same thing happening here to where Emily maybe comes in, maybe doubles up the strikes, maybe gets a takedown or two, but Ashley looks like she's the more active fighter and is able to steal a weird decision because Ashley, as you mentioned, is probably better than her record shows. She is a grappler at her heart, but she never really had the ability to get the fight to the ground. I think this 2 years off, again, the deep dives on the Instagram, Angelo. It looked like it's Ashley, how you doing, y'all? I'm from Indianapolis too, Naptown, represent 317, you know what I mean? But
Indianapolis is called Naptown?
It is, for obvious reasons. So, it looked like she's been working on wrestling. It looks like she's been really working hard on the wrestling. She comes in and gets a takedown, gets top control. Emily is in real trouble here. So there's going to be a few biased picks on this card. I got some Indiana people. I got some, Adrian Yanez on this card. I got some people that I really, really like. But this is the first leg, Angelo, pay attention here, of the Indiana parlay. I'm from Indiana. Ashley's from Indiana. We got another fighter from Indiana. I'm pulling him in a parlay. Ashley Yoder is the pick. A little bit biased, but I fully believe that she can do enough in the striking, and if it goes to the ground, she's going to be the more dangerous fighter. And she's a tough girl, man. And she's every fight that even if she's losing a fight, it's a pretty close fight. So it's going to come down to the judges most likely.
She's very tough, and she's not dangerous. So she doesn't run away with wins, and she doesn't just get absolutely demolished in losses. But she is going to lose this fight. Your pick is just flat out incorrect.
Ooh.
You going to throw in your DraftKings lineup?
I think she's been working hard on it. I think you're going to see an improved Ashley. I think that layoff was good for her. She's going to come in, and I think it's what did you say about that?
I'm curious.
DraftKings
like
6,900.
And that's for you. I'm curious what the reality show was that she was off filming. I don't know what it was. I just know she was filming a reality show, according to
she was filming her own reality show.
I don't know. It was a 2-year. She's coming off the 2-year layoff, so I was like Googling and looking up like what the hell was the layoff for? Was it injuries? Was it USADA? What was it? And it was like, okay, a couple of small injuries, and it said, filming a reality show. But I don't know what the show was. If it was hers, if it was like a dating show, I don't know what it was.
Dating show.
Who knows?
Do you think? I think that if we set up something, I guarantee I might actually do that.
Like
if
I
invest,
what Paulie D and Vinny do for what is it? They have their show.
Or what's in Along Came Paulie when he hires his own to do his own documentary or whatever. I might hire like a small little film crew to document and do a dating show for me. I think that would be
pretty short. It'd be a pretty short documentary.
God.
It'd be
imagine me set
a lot
up
of
in a dating
outside shots
show.
of your bathroom door shut with.
Yeah, it couldn't be just me going out finding. That's not gonna do anything, right? But if I was set up on a Bachelor style show, just to see me sitting there on a couch, just shaking as each hot girl walks up. Hi, what's your name?
Like a dog. The dog that when somebody comes over just pees a little.
It would be fucking gold, man.
It's like what Shane Gillis always jokes about love on the spectrum. It would be that. Yeah. You're just describing
Let's
an
film
episode of Love on the Spectrum. That's
you know they hate being around people. Let's put them around people and film them.
If you guys haven't seen that Shane Gillis stand up, it is absolutely incredible. I'm not spending $6,900 on Ashley Yoder. I will probably not spend the $9,300 on Emily Ducote either. If I thought she would offensively wrestle, then I actually would, because I think she would get the control time in, because Ashley Yoder just accepts bottom. But she doesn't offensively wrestle. We've seen it pre-UFC, but not in the UFC. In the UFC, your takedown defense has been solid, but no real takedown offense. But if you do want to see all the bets, not the Indiana parlay, that's not a premium thing. Jacob just did that for fun and shared it with you. If you do want to see all the actual bets, as well as all the tools that I mentioned, WeWantPicks.com, click Become a Member. It's freaking $10 a month. But before I move on, I got a question for Fight Talk Only. Didn't he have you pick his main event two ago?
Yeah, that really kind of, and I mentioned to you, I actually screenshot it and sent it to you because it hurt my feelings so bad. I picked you had me as the main event. So Fight Talk Only does a great community collaboration on Twitter. You guys should follow him on Twitter. He invites all these MMA content creators. He gives them a fight to pick, and then he puts it all together. It's a really, really cool thing that he does just to kind of bring the community together, which we need more of that, honestly. And occasionally I'm on there. Sometimes I'm not. No big deal, right? But if you keep getting picks right, it seems like you're moving up through the process. So 2 weeks ago, I was the main event. I picked Fiziev over Gamrot, won the first round. Guy blows out his knee. Last week, I'm not on the main card. I'm not on the I'm just completely left off of this thing, and I've never had my feelings hurt so bad in my life. I was there. Fiziev, I think we both agree we're about to fuck up that dude. He's about to dominate that fight.
Listen, I've had it out for Fight Talk Only for a while, and you yelled at me. Why are you being mean to people? I sniffed that weasel out. From a mile away.
He's not a weasel, but it hurt for sure.
No, he took a pay, or somebody who hates you was like, I'm not picking if you let him pick.
Nobody hates me.
Okay.
Nobody hates me. I don't hate anybody. So if you're hating me, it's for no reason.
Oh, look at you.
Angelo cannot grow a beard, guys. There's zero chance.
I'm the least physically Italian person.
But you see this thing.
The wild Italian genes that I have. Like immigrant parents, Italy, Italian. Very Italian. Can't grow a beard. I'm pretty fair-skinned. Now, if I get sun, I immediately brown. There is no red. I don't get sunburned. I'm just brown.
I mean, look at this jawline with this nice little
the,
shadow here, too. I mean,
Jacob grows
if I was a girl, I mean, I would fuck the shit out of myself.
You do now.